Hello, this is Beth. Today I'm going to be talking about twin flames. I wasn't planning to do that. It just sort of happened today, really, because what happened is I woke up. I had a twin flame reading this morning booked, so was in touch with a really lovely lady. Did the twin flame and soul connection reading. Very interesting. She was already very well read, so we had a really good conversation and very, very interesting reading. Now, that was the first thing. I came out of that afterwards, and then ping up on Facebook up pops Twin Flame Revolution. And I thought, oh, okay, interesting. Had a little watch for a bit. Came off, and then I went on to the Crystal Heaven crystal sale. And I think Neil was talking about beautiful amethyst twin flame crystal. And I thought, all right, I'm getting the message here. There's twin flames coming from all angles here as well. I like different directions. So I'm thinking, right, this for some reason today, on the 8th of January, 2022, twin flames seem to be coming to the front again. It could be that I've been concentrating on other things just recently, obviously working with crystal skulls, ascension processes and crystals. But it could also be just that twin flame energy is around us a lot at the moment, which seems to be the case. So what I thought I'd do in this short video, I'm just going to run through the main characteristics of twin flames and what they are. I'm going to do another short video after this, which will tell you about how I go about a reading and what I do in a reading, so that anybody that's interested can see basically how I go about it. But the main characteristics of this, a twin flame anyway, there's many soul connections that function like twin flames for a start. Let's get that clear. So the true twin flames are actually still pretty rare. Having said that, because of modern day technology, social media, etc., people are finding each other and having these amazing twin flame situations. But a lot of other soul connections will possibly do the same thing. So you can have like certain soulmates that maybe had quite a few lifetimes together will often come together and have a really deep, strong connection with a psychic link. So that is one sort of one type of connection that functions a bit like twin flames. You can also have, like cosmic soul family. So say you've had lifetimes on other planets and then you come across someone on the earth down here in the 3D that is also had lifetimes on that planet. You can often quite activate each other. So if your energy is very similar, you've got a very similar soul energy, you can activate and it can function like twin flames. You actually theoretically or in practice actually are not really true twin flames, but your connection will function like it. You also get very intense connections sometimes where there's a karmic debt, so karmic types of relationships. Usually with those is a very strong draw, and it's like then once you're in there, it's very hard to get back out again until you've like healed what it is to heal, needs healing. Sometimes that can be a very positive karmic thing, so like once you're paying something good from a past life. Sometimes it can be more about learning something. So if you've really like hurt someone or left someone in a past life and they've had a bad time, it could be that you yourself at the soul level have chosen to come back and put that right in this lifetime. Or it could be that you have chosen to go through that experience yourself, so you know what that feels like, so that you basically learn and don't do it again, and try and do good things to help other people. But anyway, so this is waffling on a bit because there's lots of different types of soul connections, and what we're going to do now is talk a bit more about twin flames specifically. Now we have our souls are huge. We have what's called a large soul oversoul, and what happens is that all that cannot fit into one physical body. Basically it tends to split into different sections, and then each one of those little sections will sometimes incarnate when it wants to in order to learn into a physical body. Now that can be in our case like humans, sometimes it could be an animal, could be on another planet. There's all different sort of combinations that can be, but generally it's the closest soul split which is where you get the twin flames. So sort of like they come out, they split in half, and then those ones split in half again, and it's like that. So the closest split from when you incarnate into another person or into whatever is that bit. So your soul energy is really, really similar, or pretty much the same. You've got the same soul blueprint. So That's what the twin flame is. Now, in the past, because of the energies on this planet, one would have incarnated into the physical, and one would either have incarnated somewhere else in the universe so that you never meet, or one would have stayed in the world of spirit and acted like a spirit guide to the one that's in the physical. Mainly because if you get two twins actually find each other and come together, and you can sometimes get this as well with, like, say, sort of parallel lives and similar things to that, but we're talking about twin flames specifically here now. You get this activation, and it's the activation that I was going to talk about a bit more now. So activation, coming together of two soul twins. This is basically like a soul recognition. Sometimes you may have known this person a long time and the activation's never happened, or it could be that you just suddenly meet someone and for some reason it just activates really quickly. But whatever the case, the characteristics of this is, first thing, you know something's happened. It's big, strong, energetic change. Wow. You get a Kundalini rise. Now, Kundalini is an energy or energies that we have a chakra system, an energetic chakra system through our whole body. Okay, and also outside. Up until now, in the 3D, we have had 7 main centers. And what happens is the energy comes up in a spiral, all up around the chakras and back down again. So there's like this big snaking spiral of energy that goes all between the chakras. Now, if you've done a lot of inner work and cleared a lot of energy and a lot of blocks, basically, you've got a lot of flow, a lot of energy going on. And then when that happens, you've obviously got a lot of good health. You're very good at manifesting. You are clearer on your life purpose. Your health is much better, that side of things. Now, if you've got a lot of blocks in those areas and the energy is not flowing very well, when you get these activations and the Kundalini shoots up, it hits those blocks and those breaks, etc., that's slowing up that flow, and it will really hurt. Physically, it will hurt. So that's when you know, or basically you're being shown, where you've got to do some inner work anyway. So it's like a big catalyst to start doing some inner work on yourself, because otherwise it's going to carry on hurting. You need to clear that up. The other characteristic is mirroring. So now mirroring is like when one person replicates the behaviors, speech, etc. of another person. We all do it with each other. It's just part of what we do as humans. It's a subconscious thing generally. So we do it automatically. People in relationships are a lot closer, so they will do it a lot more. With twin flames, because the soul energy is so similar, it's almost like virtual 100% mirroring. So the mirroring will seem massive, to the point where it's like you're seeing yourself. It really is powerful. The other thing that happens with the activation is you get a very powerful psychic link set up, or set itself up. And this will be virtually instant as soon as the activation occurs. So this will be like a telepathic connection on the mental level. That's the connection that often gets talked about most. So you get this strong telepathy with the other person, to the point where some people, describe having conversations in their mind and being able to like talk to each other at a distance, etc. Okay, so there's that side. You also get the strong empathic link, which is like sensing and feeling. If it's a true twin flame connection, it's a very powerful and strong link. Yes, it waxes and wanes a little bit over time, but it is permanent, so it will not go, which means that you will tend to feel and sense things in the other person basically all the time. But you get used to that. All this telepathy and empathy, at first can feel very overwhelming, and I get a lot of people come and ask me about this, how to work with it, how to deal with it, what to do to help keep it under control. So that will often feel out of control at first, but as with anything, we get used to it and it settles down. So nothing to worry about at all. You will obviously get those types of links also with, like, the cosmic soul groups, extraterrestrials, and again, soulmates that have been together a long time in the past. So you tend to get that. It's just with twin flames, it's often really, really strong. So that's the thing. Oh, supernatural happenings as well. With all this energy that's whizzing around your system, all the kundalini and things changing, what happens is you get abilities start to wake up, abilities that you didn't have before. This can be all sorts of different abilities. It can also be a lot of psychic types of abilities. So you might suddenly find that you're hearing things or psychic things or seeing spirit. You may find that you will begin to see auras around people. There's all sorts of different things this could be, but it will be different for everybody. There's certain things, obviously the sensing and feeling is going to get stronger in pretty much everyone, but everyone's different, different abilities, different strengths, different gifts. So it might be different in different people. It will be different in different people. So just go with the flow and see what happens. And the other thing is the huge life changes. This isn't just about you changing on the inside. When you change on the inside, everything changes on the outside. It just means that sometimes it takes a little while for what's on the outside, your life, to catch up with what's going on the inside. So sometimes when you get these activations, you spend quite a period of time thinking, why am I so bored? Why is it that I used to love going for a run in the mornings and now I really hate it and I don't want to do it? Why is it that I used to love watching these types of films, but I don't enjoy those anymore? And I'd much rather watch, say, a love film or an action film instead. That's just an example. It might not be to do with films, but it's like you will find that a lot of activities that you may have loved in the past are no longer very interesting and you would rather go and do something else. If that's the case, go with how you feel. Trust in how you feel. That is the thing. And it could be the same with people in your life as well. They often say that when you get a twin flame activation, things change. A lot of people will fall out of your life. If those people aren't sort of conducive to supporting you with your life purpose and making you feel positive and confident about who you are in yourself as a person, then you're better off without them. You don't need that. You want people around you that are positive, supportive, and on a similar wavelength to who you are. So there we are. So those are the main characteristics of twin flames. It's a vast, vast subject. And every twin flame soul connection reading I've given has all been very different. Similar characteristics at the heart, but all very different. It's just amazing how many configurations we can have. So I'm not going to go in any more now, because I'm going to do another video after this one now, which talks about how I go about doing a reading and what is involved, just so you can see sort of like what I do and why I do it. Okay, so I'll say bye for now. Hope that was interesting, and see you in the next video. Bye.